All right, guys, so you should be able to hear me fine. Welcome. So I need to change that too. I'm Marty. I will be casting today YLBT versus TMNT. YLBT who just won the Soltech gold medal from Outit War, so congratulations to them. They are a Soltech outfit. And TMNT, which is composed, I think, of only Trilite and let me have a look. I'm not sure if I can remember which outfit is with them, but I think they have a second outfit. Everyone say hello to Osprey. He's in the chat. There's a 3-minute delay, so you're not going to hear us answer to you if you have a question. We'll try to have a look at the chat. Dubnus is going to be with me for the stream soon. But he is right now, I think. Oh,
Hello.
he's here. Hello. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm good, Marty. How are you?
I'm good. I casted the it was for Soltech. It was quite a lot of fun, and now we are seeing YLBT again. So let's see if they
Yeah,
can win
YLB. They won their
the gold
Outfit
match.
War
Yes,
match, right? Yeah. Okay, so hopefully we've got a good match coming up then.
yes. I mean TMNT is I think the top top team in the bracket right now. Uh,
Um,
if I remember right.
I can double check right now. 1 second.
And let me have it.
Okay, so they're joint top right now with WFAT.
Oh yes. So it should be an interesting match. YBT's shown quite a lot of good thing for us outfit was, so I'm quite ready to see them what they're going to do on this match. I think YLBT lost against WFAT.
Yes, yeah, they lost and they lost against Brack as well.
Oh, okay. So interesting. So TMNT will be having the home advantage here, I would say. But it doesn't mean YLBT is going to lose, and they may have a big moral boost from Outfit was. So let's see
Yeah.
what's going to happen. The team seems to be on their lanes, starting to set up.
Are you live right now?
I am live right now.
Oh, okay,
The
right.
match starts in 5 minutes, so
I'm just logging into my obs cam now.
yep. Do not worry. Do we have brackets, the rosters or not?
Have any of the rosters?
Oh, I have. I'm on my stream. It's nope. It's fine. Actually, I don't remember having any of the the rosters at any point in any match. And we are on Tumas Ayoka lane, which is the further fourth match I'm guessing in a row on that lane. So I'm starting to know it by heart. We have VS in the south at Tumas and Heyoka in the north for TR. As we've seen before, that chimney rock base, quite interesting, don't you think? I really like it as a starting base. There's a lot of way to attack it and a lot of possibilities to get with vehicles inside and try to attack it.
Yeah, I mean, for Chimney Rock, you really need buses, lots and lots of buses just surrounding that point, because otherwise you're gonna have a really tough time being able to point hold that one.
We've seen a lot of buses of a bit of play with MBT is generally trying to get in the forest in the west. No, that's the east, and trying to clean the Thunderers that the enemy team is bringing, and then pushing from that forest into the A point at the last minute. I've seen actually all matches I've seen. It's always the team who get the control to do a big push rather than try and set up on the point at the start as fast as possible. Who gets the base? So it's really interesting to see what TMNT and YLBT are going to do on that base.
Yeah, I think we'll see TMNT have the infantry and the air advantage in this match, but maybe YLBT can have the ground advantage with the tanks.
Yep, I mean the tanks. It generally depends. We've seen a lot of outfits try and teams bring a lot of MBTs at the start, but them not really doing a good job of them. Staying on the road and trying to then being a bit useless when the enemy is set up on the A point with Thunderers and have a good setup in the forest. So I don't know how much they're going to pull. Maybe we're going to see a lot of ESFs too, because it's a really strong vehicle to have if you have good pilots. But we're going to see that it's going to be a contest, and I'm almost ready to have a look at the home bases because I think we're less than 3 minutes before the match starts, so the delay should allow us to show it before.
Yeah, I think we're good
Anyone?
to show it now. I mean, I'm looking at the YLBT side, the TR side over at Heyoka.
Uh,
Two MBTs already, two Galaxies, a few ESFs dotted around the place, and a Harasser, as well as a Skyguard. Uh,
on the TMNT side, we have two Magraders, two Arasers, and those are Cobalt, actually. Oh no, that's Fury, my bad. And I'm seeing a Galaxy and almost no Scythes. Oh wait, actually, there's a few Scythe. I'm seeing 6, 7, maybe not a lot more. That's not a big start with Scythe. Actually,
well,
there's almost a squad.
well,
No.
well, we should have a somewhat equal air battle in terms of numbers then, because that's all about the same that we have over on the YLBT side.
It seems TMNT is not going to bring any Thunderers. Or I'm not seeing them, I don't know, but I'm not seeing any Thunderer, which is quite weird. I mean, it's doable. I mean, you don't need Thunderers. Especially if you have access to the implants that allow you to redeploy inside the vehicles for your squad mate. But
Oh, you're not looking hard
interesting.
enough, my friend.
Where are they? I'm not looking at the road then.
No, they do have you. If they're
Oh,
just to my
okay.
southwest of Thomas.
They are doing some weird
They're deployed on
thing.
the road. One of them.
Why? And interesting, that's ammo Thunderers and repair Thunderer. That's not the kind of battle Thunderer you want to have on point.
That's certainly not the meta at the moment.
Interesting. Well, if they're dominating in the bracket, I'm not going to
Match
contest
starts in 50 seconds exactly.
their strategy here. It will be interesting to see what they do of them. I'm looking at the TR side now, and where are they? So yeah, MBTs. The ground seems to be on equal footing here with the same amount of vehicles. What kind of gun do those MBTs have? Yeah, so AV and AA, Skyguard, a few RSR, which is Marauder, and yep, a few ESFs and a Galaxy. So yeah, quite a similar setup.
Yeah, hopefully because they're so similar, we'll see actually quite an interesting air battle for once. Because a lot of the matches so far in the LaneSmash have just been basically 24 ESFs smashing into one another.
Start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And that's the match start. Let's go above in the sky and see what happened with the ESFs here. So yeah, definitely a solid squad of Scythe, who are getting some of them going really fast for the point, it seems. Maybe we're not going to have a... No, actually nobody's going for the point here. And we have the two tier galaxies getting targeted, and I hope there isn't 12 people inside that galaxy, because he might die really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. VS Galaxy is also dropping, so we have, interestingly enough, I haven't seen that a lot, but an infantry to control the point on both sides.
So
VS
huge difference here. TR no maxes, VS maxes, as well as the VS having a couple of scythes with the PPAs.
Yep, the VS himself
causing
control
huge
of the
issues.
air. The Galaxy is first to go away. The Mosquito is almost alone. I'm not seeing any other Mosquitoes. PPA is going to do short work, but we've seen before that it's not because you control the point at the start that the enemy doesn't take their sweet time to prepare for a push, but it doesn't seem that YLBT is doing that properly right here. I'm only seeing like one... no, it's dead. So yeah, we'll see what TR managed to do. The vehicle battle actually is going on. It seems like the Migrators are still alive. I'm seeing only one Prowler. I think the other one might be dead. Yep. One deploy Thunderer going to the forest to try and deploy there. But he is spotted, or at least he spotted himself at least. Might not have been the smartest idea.
If they could get that Sunny into position and actually get all their infantry regrouped and pushed on the same angle, they might have a chance. Issue is, if they get intercepted by either the Maxes or the PPA when they're out in the open, they're going to have a really bad time.
Where is it? No more mission showing up. But they need to have everyone redeploying right now on that Thunder and pushing for the point. It's already 2 minutes 30 left, and they have a max to kill. Oh, it seems like they have a beacon on the mountain. Not the best idea to push, because those Scythe are going to go back, but they are slowly pushing around on both sides of the building.
Oh no!
Oh,
the VS are running them over.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, you hate to see it. Oh no. Caught out in the open. Caught
I'm
between the
hearing
VSFs, the
a
harasser,
lot.
and there's a bus.
3 maxes inside the point, and TR is not doing good at pushing right now. They are trying to get inside with light turtle, but it's not working. Those maxes are very far away from dying, and they seem to all have engineers. The raise nets are not going to help here. C4 is not helping too. And the Thunderers from VS are also here, so now the point is on lockdown, and another push is going to have a much harder time to push.
So that was a huge investment from the TR in terms of how many resonates they just used. While the VS were lucky to minimize their nanite usage by using the Thunderers and the harassers effectively there, as well as the maxes.
And it seems like the armor battle went in favor of VS, who are probably going to push that Thunderer in the forest now. And actually I don't see it, it's probably because it's cloaked. And the TR are still trying to push, but they need to clean those vehicles first, and they have only a minute to do it.
The Mag Riders still haven't found the cloaked Sunday. They're looking in the right area, they just can't see it.
Those medics suiciding to try and get C4 on those maxes, but they don't even reach the end of the door. That Harasser is doing a really good job. He's a Marauder, I think. Oh, he's a Fury. But it's destroying that push.
There's hardly any VS supporting infantry on this point. The TR maybe just a couple more people on the point. They might actually be able to get this.
At
But all
PPA
the force multipliers outside.
VS is clearly dominating in here. The TR is just using infantry, not even pulling Marauder maxes, which could have helped them clean the vehicles inside the base before going for the maxes, but nope. And I think that even this is only 20 seconds left, the base is for VS. TMNT probably going to get the first point here. Let's have a look. Do they have a pre-cap on Aoka? It doesn't seem so.
No pre-cap just yet, but TR regrouping immediately by the looks of things. But is that a Valkyrie there? Yeah, TMNT have a Valkyrie overhead at the next base on standby.
And there's already VS on the roof, but TR is spawning vehicles. They are not maybe on the point yet.
Have we got a couple people from the TR on the point while the VS on the roof?
I'm hearing a snipers on the roof, but I don't think they are ready to push here. Let's have a look what's on the roof. Only 2 people. Yeah, that's very much not enough. They could try and deny access to the vehicle pad, but that's about it. And the TR pulled enough vehicles already, though, that they are pushing on the road. And those Mag Riders seems to be burning and almost dying. They need to be finished. Go, go, go. That Mag Rider is not dying. He's solo. Kill him.
How is that Mag Rider still alive?
No.
Not like
Basilisk,
this.
what are you doing? Oh god. That Mag Rider. And those MBTs are not... they're stopping for the site, but they should not do that. They should be going for the Mag Riders, who are still very low. I mean, 2 shots of AP probably going to kill that.
There goes the power. All those nanites just going down the drain. This doesn't bode well for the rest of the match for their nanite usage for the YLBT team. It's not good. Not good at all.
It does not. Especially those Mag Riders are very much not repulled like they are from the start of the game. Those MBT pilots where we have a lot of nanites. The VS finally arriving with a Thunderous, pushing with maxes. That's a good push. And they are flipping the point now and getting the big stairs cleaned up.
Yeah, those maxes putting in a shift.
Oh,
one of them goes down though.
Yep. But he's reviving. The implant is there now.
That's because that's one of the maxes from Chimney Rock. They transport them up with the Thunderers.
Yes,
and that's why he has that.
Really good usage of the nanites by TMNT. They probably used the maxes to secure the point when they left, and just waited for the Thunderers so the max could be brought. And that Harasser inside the base building is not going to work, but we are seeing a max on max battle. Montong in his max now dying after killing another max, and 2 maxes actually. TR is resecuring the point, actually, so they are not going to let themselves lose another base easily. And they
Yeah,
have
that
the
was
maxes now.
That was a nice push from the TR, and we see there's a small vehicle battle going on outside the powerhouse, and the VS air started to thin out a little bit. Maybe VS regrouping somewhere for a push.
The Scythe are still in the air, and I think they are going to try and drop from Valkyries, at least, or beacons. But it's not an easy way to push now that TR is set up on the point with... oh, those migrators are fighting again. That C4 missed, I think. We are seeing Mosquito, but I'm not seeing a lot of his friends. He is going to have issues. The TR Light Assault seems to have cleaned the roof now, but point is sweeping. Nope. It was only one guy, and the TR are very much in control of it.
Still no back cap on Chimney Rock yet, which is kind of disappointing.
I'm seeing one TR on it.
Oh wait, no, he's flipping!
Oh yes, so now TR need to redeploy really fast. They need to have beacons and vehicles really fast now. But
Yeah.
the Scythe pilots are... Yep, the point is flipping back. No, TR still has control of it.
Yeah, that one engineer just killed that VS heavy, but there's no beacon. Or if there is, there's no one dropping on it. And so
wait, I
he's
think he
being
left.
left to dry.
I was looking in the Twitch chat, but I think that YLBT dude is outside and is not putting any beacon. Why? The point is flipping, dude. You need to... that's the point is going to flip back. YLBT doing a good job here. They are not letting themselves getting dominated by TMNT here, and TMNT has trouble getting on the next base. There is 23 minutes left, so it's plenty of time for both of them to try and get into the other base.
TMNT relying on Valkyries to transport people, and then putting up beacons when they get to the base. We've got some bit of two Mozzies trying to take air control back, but they're just simply outnumbered right now.
I'm not seeing a lot of Scythes, I'm only seeing two Scythes, and the Scythes are running
20
away.
minutes remaining in this round.
They must have killed the third Scythe then.
Oh, I'm seeing another one now. It's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, I think. You can do it 2-on-3, but he's focusing on the Valkyrie rather than the Scythes. That might not be the best idea.
Seems like YLBT are turtling in this powerhouse, just saying to TMNT, no, you're not getting 2 attack plant. You're only going to get 1 point in this half. You're not going to be able to push us. And they're not doing a bad job. They've got the Prowl on the road providing AV and anti-air. And they're holding.
Last Mosquito is dying though. He has 2 Scythe on him, 3 now. The Scythe are still very much in control of the air. And TMNT doesn't have a strong push here. People are rooting up for some teams, at least I'm seeing one TMNT fan here. The strong balcony roof presence here now by VS. They are trying to get control of it, maybe to do a push from the double doors, but it's not going to work without maxis, I think.
Well, they need to be quick because at Chimney Rock Depot there's a back cap going, this time with a beacon, thanks to an infield with a step flash, and they've got the point at Chimney Rock.
Oh, that's too bad because VS is starting to push the double doors in and flipping. Oh, the point started flipping, but it was too late. And now it's all depending on TR actually redeploying really fast to Chimney Rock or not.
So instantly the VS are back here with their Valkyrie hovering over the point at Chimney Rock, and the beacon which was at Chimney Rock has been destroyed, and now the point is flipping in Varney's favor.
Yep, the point is flipping. That's, yeah, the TR is managing to get pre-cap, but they are not able to switch back to getting the logistic in place to get people in Chimney Rock. Having like even just 6 people on here to hold the point until there's a squad or more with Thunderers, but they are not managing the transaction very well, and they probably got TMNT probably got wiped out in Heyoka. Let me check the point. If I go slower, that would be great. Yep, TR is very much in control of the point.
I wouldn't be surprised if for the rest of the half we see just TR turtling at Heyoka Chemical Lab. It's a nice base to hold with the powerhouse, very defendable, regardless of if you have air control or not, due to the tunnels underneath the base as well.
Motong doing the walk of shame after failing to get on the roof with his max and failing and falling from his cheese attempt. TR is trying, and VS is trying to push slowly from the doors and getting angles on people, but it's not working since TR is spread up and has maxes on the big stairs.
Yeah, but that one max is half HP. There's no supporting engineer.
Yeah. No engineers, that's actually weird. I think he's coming here.
Oh,
yep.
the engineer's
oh!
too late! Just got there and then bang, he's gone.
The point is flipping, but it's only one lone EV facing a lot of things, and he's dead now. And we're not seeing anyone on Chimney Rock.
I'm waiting for that for Moton to get revived on big stairs, but still no revive as the VS infantry's trying to get in. It's a really tough fight.
Oh, they need to kill that medic before he raises the max. And no, the max is back alive.
And he's
too
got
late.
an engineer this time. Yes!
That was really close. That push could have maybe worked if the max was dead and they got the medic.
And then the
More and more VS on
the
point. They're getting the big stairs. They're trying to get their harasser inside.
If it wasn't for that one max, that point would have fallen completely.
Yeah, I think too.
So that was a clutch res and repair.
And we're seeing a few TR on Chimney Rock again. I'm going to have to check that out before.
Yeah, there's two or one of them there.
The Scythe is looking at the point, so yeah, it's not going to be easy. Ideally, it should be two of them. I'm seeing it, the flash and the beacons. Two TR are moving. Will they get the point before the point and
15
Kayaka
minutes
sleep?
remaining.
It's not a one-sided match. I'm
impossible.
really happy. And they are getting the point
The
on
point's
Chimney
kind
Rock.
of flipping at Chemical Lab. It's been neutralized.
Oh no, they are not able to pre-cap Chimney Rock now. We have two TRs on the point, but the point stopped flipping now that TMNT is
yeah, they have
inside.
Chemical Lab. They have time. They've killed the TR maxes, and now they
Do
need
they have
to set
any
up their hold.
max? That's the question. Do they have any Thunderers next to the bridge? So they can bring maxes? No, I'm not seeing any.
I haven't seen any maxes, and the infantry terminal in the L shape has been destroyed as well by the TR.
I just saw
that's a nice play.
I just saw Narasa versus Flash battle. It did not go well for the Flash, obviously. Seems like TR is preparing a few maxes to welcome. Apologies, the camera is a bit shaky here. The battle is really tense. I think VS without maxes, but having that Araster might help a bit. But a good push from TR could also wipe them very easily. There doesn't seem to be a lot of them.
TR trying to pressure the double doors room right now. Just getting cut down by shotguns and LMGs. Oh man, that's
That Araster is going to be really hard to kill.
Oh, a Fury Harasser with composite armor just sitting there, tormenting them as they try to push up the stairs.
And it's 2 minutes in, and TR is not pushing really hardly. Where are they?
They must be regrouping somewhere.
I'm going to look at the underground, but doesn't seem so to
L
me.
shape currently coming in from the L shape over the bridge to the double doors.
Oh no, why are you doing this? You need to split up.
Bang C4 from the roof. And then he gets the trade. Oh no! Oh, Moton cleared up though, and they're pushing in the double doors now. Yeah, TR now have control of the double doors room. but Vanu not letting them have it for free.
Oh! Wait. What did he try to do here? They are not managing to push the upstairs though.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to while that harasser
Oh
remains there.
god, he's flying through the TR. And he's team killing his friend, so? Oh, that's really tough to see. The TR still has strong presence though, and as long as they keep raising people, they might be able to hold. That harasser is dead now.
Oh, tag mines! Nice! Tag mines to the TR, killing the harasser in the lobby area. Nice.
TR is still there, and they might be able to recapture the point.
Just need a couple more medics, and just one or two more resonates maybe. But I
Both
fear
sides,
they're
yeah.
out of them.
Both sides are trying to save the people who died fighting for the point here, and upstairs. It's
Push
really
on door
close.
one now, big push on door one.
Yep,
And
there's like half a squad
C4s.
pushing, and they're on the point. That medic, oh no, he's dead now. And VS has stronghold of upstairs now. Oh, the VS now is strongly in control, I think, of the building.
Yeah, unfortunately for YLBT, they're just not killing enough with the Vanu in these pushes, and yeah, they're getting the reses off, but there comes a point in the match where you need to get more kills, and they're not doing a bad job flipping the point a little bit here, but it's just not going to be enough in the long
There's
in the
only
long run.
less than a minute left now, so it's going to be really intense. And I'm not seeing any maxes being put. Do you think they're out of resources?
I think they're medic balling. I think they're putting those nanites towards
Oh,
res
yeah.
grenades rather than maxes.
That might be, but I'm not sure if that's the right idea.
Certainly up for debate, considering those harassers are just gonna
Yeah, they
cut
seem
down
to be
doors 1 to
destroying
3.
anything coming.
Again, another res grenade, but it's a waste because they just
No.
die instantly.
Yeah, it's not working, and I think TMNT is going to have a Yoka chemical here. They don't have anything set up on Yoka, and I think those VS, those TR waiting on Chimney Rock waited for nothing. Oh, the point is sweeping! Oh, the
There's
moment I looked at the
one
map,
one push coming in for the skinny stairs. They've been able to do it, but the VS
Oh god, the
quickly
VS is
pouncing
back.
on them.
Oh, it's really close fight, I think. Oh,
It's not enough. And there
10
we
minutes
go.
remaining.
but
2-0 now to
and
TMNT.
2 VS on Heyoka apparently. So let's have a look at that. Do they have the point? I'm seeing Scythe landings. I'm seeing someone getting in the balcony. That point is flipping. The tech point is flipping. And at least 2 VS, maybe 3. How are the vehicle pads? That's a good question. The vehicle pads are in TR and they are not destroyed.
Oh no. Oh no, they've
Wait.
left it. They've left
That's an
the
infield. What is he doing?
terminals.
You need to hide the terminals really now.
So just under 10 minutes to go. That means the TR need to stop this from flipping for about 3 minutes,
Oh
10 seconds.
no! Motong tried to see for the terminals, but it was too late. And now they're being hacked.
Oh, that's
Oh, the battle for
there's
the
gonna be a
terminals.
lot of Sunders. They're going to
RSS.
pull so many. Here comes the response from YLBT. Just getting run over by the
Gloriol
harasser.
is just being the. Oh no! Those moment of explosion. The TR are not trying to. Are not able right now to push out of it. Oh wait, they are.
Yeah, they survived, and they're using the grab lift now.
There's still one terminal for everyone. They need to destroy that terminal. That Max is dying. No, he needs support. And he's dead. And now the VS has a sender inside the point and inside the building, so they can use it to redeploy here. And
Well,
they will have control of the Glory also.
The VS already have 2 harassers on the upper level of the tech plant as well. That's really quick.
Big
That's a
push
really
with a
fast
Mac.
transition.
This squad on average pushing. That Thunder is fighting dearly, but he's already low life. And he's being tank mined, is surviving. And now he's dead. The TR push is not in a good side now. There's only a Max left and he's going to die.
So
Yep.
still 2 VS harassers surviving on the upper level, and that's just going to cause so many problems.
And one combat Sunday with Kobolds getting above the Glory Hall now.
That means that TR Max is just going to be stuck in that tunnel, not going to get out.
Yeah, those
This
are
is a really nice hold from the VS. Really nice hold.
TMNT game is on point. Like that tech plant assault has probably been trained quite a lot for them to pull so many like Arasas and Thunderos quite that fast. And we're seeing more and more Arasas. No more Sunday though. Where is he? Probably died.
If I was in the position of YLBT right now, I would be very, very worried. Maybe try to get a Galaxy drop on the balcony going, because to be honest, the harasses are going to stop you from, and the Sundays are going to stop you from pushing anything else.
Yeah, balcony is not defended right now, but the Thunderers and the Arasas are definitely going to have an angle on the balcony either way. So I'm not sure if there is any easy way.
Unless they kill the harassers, they're not going to be able to get in. But they have 4 minutes to do so.
And there should be only, that's what, 9 minus 3, let me have a check. It's 6 minute 23 left in the game, so it's not, it's going to be hard. I'm going to have a look inside and see if YLBT is throwing anything from the balcony.
Nothing
The beacon,
nothing yet.
they should really try and kill the beacons too, because they're a good redeployment option for VS right now. And there's like 3 of them.
Just under 3 minutes and 40 seconds now left on the base. And to be honest, I don't see how they're going to be able to push in. It looks like they're trying the grinder approach. A grinder X on the staircases by the big gun, but the harassers again just stopping them. I now count, what, 4 or 5 harassers inside the tech plant at various different positions.
Interestingly enough, they have not hacked the last terminal, and the first one is quite in a bad shape for them. Oh, I'm hearing shots being fired on the balcony, but that was only a lone dude. Actually, more and more are going from the balcony, but I think they are probably being spotted right now, and there isn't it's not a full squad push.
Well, that's somewhat problematic, because YLBT trying to push in through the double doors, but the VS infantry are just shooting down on them, and yeah, they're just getting mopped up right now. No res grenades, nothing left.
4 tiers are trying to push from the balcony here, and the balcony is not defended at all. They might have an angle and try and pick a few people here.
Oh, hopefully that gets called out to the force commander, or for the TR, right? That, like, by the way, the balcony's totally undefended. Can we just get the entire 24 people here?
And forcing people to defend the balcony, even if that push fails, is going to put people back away from the double doors. If they play it right, they might have a chance, but when I see all the VS coming back to the balcony for only 3 TR, I don't think it's that push is going to work now.
But some might see that as an over-rotation by the Vanu, but I would actually argue that TMNT did well there, because they're keeping the infantry and the force multipliers together, and they just killed a push at the double doors, so they know there's not another one coming.
I hope you're not hearing the train behind me, because I can hear it and I hope it's not on the stream.
Oh, I couldn't hear it when you were just talking, so
Okay,
I think it should be okay.
Hope.
Oh, never mind. So the TR now coming in on the southeast side through the vehicle shield, trying to get a different angle to attack. But there's so many Spitfires. Why are there... No, this is not Outfit Wars. Why are there so many Spitfires?
Probably because of the amount of engineers probably in the vehicles. It wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing, but that's really good play. Like, they're using all their resources available and they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like from a, from a gameplay point of view, it's nice. Yeah, it's a good idea to use that many Spitfires. But personally, no! Stop it! I hate this new meta.
Yeah, it's not the best one, and they're not even able to use the assets ones, I think.
No, the asset ones are banned in LaneSmash, yeah. That would be too much.
Yeah. When you see it on outfit was in the LaneSmash, it would be a nightmare.
YBT are they're still kind of trying to push in, but it's like 2 or 3
But
TR at once.
30 seconds left. It's not going to work. I don't think unless you have a strong push right now, pushing from I don't know 1 or 2 location. I don't see anything working.
Yeah, I feel like that's it now. It was a nice hold at Hyoka Chemical Lab by YLBT. It's definitely some positives to be taken away from that hold, but their transition to try and cap Chimney Rock with the back cap just wasn't enough. It wasn't fast enough.
That
And they didn't
transition
commit
game
hard
was
enough.
really on point. I mean,
Right.
I hate the train.
GG. That is 3-0 to TMNT. Please, everybody, leave the continent ASAP. Leave the continent ASAP, and don't come back until we tell you to.
Transition game is really what changed here. YLBT tried a few times to get back to Chimney Rock Depot, but they failed at transitioning, while TMNT going in the tech plant in one fell swoop. It just worked like first time because they were ready and they probably trained a lot for that.
Yeah, I definitely. There's no way you can get that amount of harassers up on the upper level of the tech plant without practicing it. Like,
Yeah,
they've clearly prepared for this match a lot, and as you say, their transitions so smooth. Okay, yeah, they ran into a little bit of problem with Hyoka Chemical Lab, but to be honest, they had air control, they had the vehicle control, and then once they broke YLBT at Chemical Lab, they had infantry as well. So unless YLBT can take Chimney Rock in the opener and take that point, we might see a 6-0 here, because at Thomas Skylance Battery, TMNT are just going to absolutely destroy the YLBT infantry with air to ground. I can just envision it now. So if YLBT want to get back in this game, they have to take Chimney Rock Depot. They have to take it.
I was muted after saying a beautiful analysis of why Thomas Carriant is different from Heika Chemical.
Yeah, for sure.
There isn't trains behind me. So yeah, I was saying that Heika Chemical was much different than Thomas, like you said. And on Thomas Carriant, if you have a few SFs and maybe an RSR roaming around the building, you pretty much have control of the point. But
yeah, and it's so easy to do as well. Like, to get the harassers up there and to have the air support really help you out. So if TMNT push YLBT back to Thomas Skylance, I really do fear for them, because okay, yeah, they're playing as TR. They have the Striker, they have Burster Maxes, they have Sky Guards, but once you commit all those resources to anti-air, then you have to deal with the infantry and the harassers, possible harassers, and then you just don't have enough resources unless your transitions are on point. And if they have the same transition quality that they had in the first half, it's not going to be enough. Not against TMNT, who have clearly prepared so much for this lane.
I mean, this lane you're pretty much guaranteed to play on it for the tournament because it's one of the most not balanced one, but probably I don't know. It's one of the favorite one for sure. It's picked a lot. So people have trained for this lane for sure. I remember TMNT playing on it during the pre-match.
Alright, everybody, you can rejoin the continent. Match starts in 5 minutes.
All right, so 5 minute break. I'm going to have a drink because speaking for like the past 3 hours now, my mouth is not happy.
Yeah, no, I have to be drinking plenty of tea to be able to keep up with this.
I'm personally holding on water right now, but previously it was on taurine because it's going to be up until midnight for me. So it's not going to be an easy resting Saturday.
It's going to be a long day, but hopefully there's going to be some really good moments, right? So Outfit Wars, LaneSmash.
Yeah, I'm really hyped
plenty of
about the
opportunity.
outfit wars, especially the mirror ones now.
Yeah, the Miller ones are going to be good. Cobalt, I think Bronze as well. I think that's going to be an interesting one. But apart from that, I'm gonna be doing the emerald ones later.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Got gold and bronze there, so hopefully some good matches on emerald too.
And I've managed to get Farah back on the gold and bronze bracket with me, so I'm quite happy. I was looking for a co-caster, but now it's more like I'm his co-caster.
Oh, nice. See, I've just been getting people's openers and like strategies, so I could do analysis for Reltor.
Oh,
For
nice.
the emerald ones.
And there is a lot of interesting things to do in the outfit wars and desolation. But for sure, one thing is that total chaos, and you need to be able to manage and split population quite a lot. And that's where you're going to see if some outfits are going to be able to manage this transition from doing it and playing the 1v1 maps on live server rather than on desolation, where it's going to be much more active. Even if they're really good on live servers, are they going to be able to pull it on desolation? And that's going to be really interesting.
Exactly, because it's not like they can call in another platoon, right? They can't be like, I need another 48 people here ASAP, because it's locked to 48. And that, for a lot of teams, I think is, I mean, well, perhaps not the Soltec side, which unfortunately had population issues, but for a lot of teams, an outfit wars, they crutch on population on live, and that transition, as you say, is a really difficult thing to do and to get right if you're not used to it.
That being said, I mean, if we have a recurring monthly match like that, those outfits who do it and manage to train maybe 48 people to do that on desolation, even if they get defeated on the first time, and after a few matches, they're going to maybe want to work out and trying to win those outfit wars and work on that on live server. And it might be really interesting for the. I'm not going to say the quality of match of live play, but the seriousness and the tryhardism, maybe. I don't know how to say it, but people playing very seriously, squad playing, and not platoon leading like it's a 48-man squad. And that's really going to change a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of Miller people squad playing back a bit now, and it's really interesting. So I would love to see those outfits also team playing like that, squad playing. And actually, I've seen Dig, who is the largest outfit I think on the server, who is qualified for the gold bracket, having two squads of like actually only with two squads split on maps on bases on two lattices. And I was like quite surprised because I thought this was clearly the kind of thing you need to do for desolation. So I was quite happy to see that from them, who are not really the most the outfits people see winning the match.
Yeah, I mean, two things I like to see from at least I find interesting with outfit wars. Number one, we've seen a couple of outfits come back from the dead, or at least try to. And on Miller, especially, two outfits that I want to see compete in outfit wars once they're back in, if they do come back, would be CSG on VS and then Cons on NC. And then secondly, when it comes to
30 seconds
to these outfits, as you say, trying to train more and improve for outfit wars. We see that Bros or Sons from Cobalt actually pulled out of the LaneSmash tournament to play in outfit wars, and they managed to qualify, I think, for silver. Anyway, match is about to start.
Yep, I'm on the TR side and I'm not seeing any vehicle right now, except for a Galaxy and one Mosquito. So that's quite interesting. I think
we're
we're trying
So on
to
the Vanu side,
4, 3, 2, 1, match start.
I'm seeing
so
a
on the
flash
Vanu
actually.
side, it's a very similar setup to start, but this time maybe one or two more harassers, and the air battle is about to commence.
I'm not seeing a lot of mosquitoes. I'm seeing only two of them and only one galaxy. I don't understand what's going on here.
They dropped maxes this time from their galaxy. Yes, okay. So
yes, lots of maxes, at least 3. So
but the galaxy got destroyed.
The PPA is here. Did not manage to catch anything though. So they're going for the hold the point at the start approach, which I never seen work. Unless you get, because the other team just generally try and get control of the surrounding and then push inside, even if it's at the last minute. And it's working every time. And I don't see any vehicle.
So some further good news for the TR is they've actually pulled a stealth Sunday from the vehicle terminal here,
Ooh,
and
nice.
they're trying to get it towards the point.
Oh, that's a much better opening then. And I'm seeing finally the Arasers and the Thunderers are arriving. Even though they are going to discover that there are two Mag Raiders on the road now, and they are not going to let them be at peace.
So what I'm kind of confounded by is why the TR pulled stealth Sundays as battle buses instead of with GSD, gate shield diffuser,
That's probably
instead
bad
of fire
loadout.
suppression. Yeah, but like you should have your loadouts certed and ready to go. You know, you have 4 different custom loadouts which you can have, so, and you can quick change between. There should really be no excuse for having the wrong loadout.
And there is a giveaway in the chat. At least there was for like for you it's going to be 3 minutes ago. For us it's right now. So you can earn debrit cash right now in the chat. The TR is still in control of the point, and interesting. Do VS has Thunderers? Yes, they have Thunderers in the forest, but they are not having a strong presence around the building right now. They only have PPA and a few people on the roof. They need to work on setting up the base capture.
Yeah, I assume we're going to see some harassers come in for the VS. Maybe actually a Gal drop as well with Maxes. That's what I predict.
Yep,
I think.
one harasser is here.
Okay, well there's the first harasser, so I'm slightly right. Now where's my Gal drop with Maxes, please?
Let's have a look at the weapons. So that's AI, and that's AI. So no ponders at all, which is probably not the best.
There's a galaxy coming in from the north now. Low altitude. Are there any Maxes? Here comes the drop. And there's Maxes, yeah!
Yeah, I'm only seeing 2, which could be enough. Oh, that's not a good push. They're going one by one, and they're waiting at the door.
Push.
The push is really not moving out. One Max that from TR2. Max is still alive. I'm not seeing engineers on them, but the VS push seems to have failed. Only one Max alive for VS, 2 for TR. The C4s are up. One Max that, 2 Max that. TR. Whoa, they're all dead. How did that work? I mean, I saw that C4 on the Max, but.
The harassers, the C4, the aircraft in support, yeah, that was always going to fall. Now, because of all the force multipliers outside of the point, I'm not sure the TR can actually get back onto this point without maybe do a suicide Gal drop, see if it works, but there's Scythes just patrolling the area.
Michael seems to have done the top analysis calling YLBT getting the capture 3 minutes ago. I don't think that's going to work now. And I think in 40 seconds left, it's not going to see anything. I mean, do you think they're going to come with the Gal drops again?
I think the Galaxies will just get shot down if they do it.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong segment. Yeah, there's a lot of Scythes.
Oh, they're bringing in a Sunderer, but the Sunderer's just going to die to the Scythes, or the Scythes are going to call out to the Mag Rider, with the Mag Rider's now engaging the Sunderer, which is out in the open. That's going to go down.
Yep. Yeah, not seeing any contest, and we're seeing 1224 on the 2 Mask Islands battery, so they are probably waiting. And I'm seeing already a lone infiltrator trying to get near the point on Chimney Rock, maybe preparing
And the Max saw him. No, not like this. Oh,
let's have a look at the setup on Thomas Cannon's battery. Is TR setup on the point? Definitely already VS in the guns deck, but the TR are on point and they are killing the beacons. So no more beacons for VS. The precap here is not working. So good defense on TR. At least they redeployed quickly enough to realize that they were not able to go back to Chimney Rock, and they prepared the defense for Thomas Islands.
TR trying to get a Cobalt harasser in onto the point through the door,
and it worked. Nice.
I like that. That's such a nice play, but they have to be careful of the air. and the Vanu are on top of the point, so that harasser might just get C4'd.
That Valkyrie Valk drop trying to control
Here
put
come the
people on
Maxes.
the points. Wait, did that Max come out of the Valkyrie?
No, there was a Galaxy which they kept
Oh.
from Chimney Rock.
Okay, I'm the fancy him then.
That Cobalt harasser is still doing a good amount of work.
Vase only has control of the roof right now, and they need to work on killing that Thunder or two, like that. That's a Marauder or Fury one? That's a Marauder one, yeah. That Max is going to die, he should not show himself.
So now the VS are just going to slowly work away at the TR garrison of Skylance Battery.
That
You know-
Arator is killing his friend. Yeah, the VS are going to work on it, and they are not. I mean, they have people in defense in Chimney Rock, that's for sure.
It's the perfect opportunity to get a cloak flash, get over to the Chimney Rock, and try to harass that point. Try and transition into the offensive again. Because until they could do that, they're just going to slowly start to lose the point at Skylance. That harass is the only thing stopping the Varney from taking the point right now.
There are a few TRs on Chimney Rock. But they need to do the perfect transition so they can have at least a quadrant point and maybe then bring vehicles or maxes.
Yeah, they need to be really quick because the Varney are slowly killing everything now at Skylance.
Those max, yep, that max is dead now and he's on the ground. So if strangely enough, oh yeah, I was surprised there was no TR max, but there is, but he's dead.
So
The point is
no
slipping
ba-
onto mass Skylands now.
Yeah, no back cap came out, and now that they've been kicked off Skylance, like I said during the intermission at half time, hit the air to ground is cutting them out, like destroying them as they're in the open. The harassers are harassing correctly. Yeah, you hate to see it. This is it's tough to watch if you're a fan of YLBT.
That defense is quite advanced, so I don't think TR is going to have an easy way pushing in. I mean, they might be have an easier time killing them outside the building, but than inside. But they will need a strong game to be able to win that fight.
So I mean, even if they take the eye shape, they're just gonna get caught out in the open again by the harasser. The harasser must go down as quickly as possible.
Not seeing a lot of light assault, only one using the roofs when they are very strong to get control of that space in between the buildings.
TR do have a couple of flanking beacons being set up by some lone light assaults.
Oh, it seems, yes.
Got two now, maybe
And
a
he's
third
trying
one
to
coming
destroy
up.
the... Really destroy, yes. He's destroying the VS one. So TR, light assault are finally pushing on the point, and VS will have to redeploy there really quickly before the TR start killing everything on point. The TR are dropping from the beacons on the point. Now it's good. That was a good push. That's why you need light assaults.
It was a really nice push. Now we see the TR pushing it from the west side around the double doors area. They need to push directly to the point because now the Varney are trying to recover from that flank. The TR need to take advantage of them being caught off guard because they overextended initially. Can they do that though? I'm not quite sure because they've got TMNT harassers inside now as well.
Finally a Panda Max being pulled to fight against those vehicles. But he's alone right now, he doesn't have engineers. They need him on the points and they need him on the dales to kill the harasser and I mean the harassers, there's two of them now.
Oh, the air to ground is coming back. That's going to clear the roof, and that's going to shut down the only angle which the TR are having any real progress on, because they're being destroyed at the doors.
Just under 20 minutes remaining.
So, yep. I'm not seeing any Thunder as we used. Oh, wait. Yep, he's there. My bad.
So there's a striker or two coming out from the TR to try to scare the air off. But the damage is done, right? The PPA and the air to ground, they kill a couple of people. However, TR are on the point, but it's only four people right now.
It's not enough. They are
You say
pushing
that,
from
but they've
several
got the
sides, though. Yeah, they're slowly cleaning the point.
I
The VS
wonder
are
if
on the roof, though.
the VS transitioned too early, maybe?
I don't.
Or
2 minutes
maybe
ahead?
they
I
got
don't
caught
think
out?
so. No, there's nobody in the take round.
It's kind of strange, but the TR are pushing in. They've got maxes on point, loads of infantry. VS still controlling the roof.
No. For a second, I thought the capture timer was slowed down, but no.
So the Vanu are bringing up their harassers again. Lots of harasser usage by TMNT.
That max on point is going to be a strong asset, but he needs to be away from the roof. And TR is in control of the point at least, so they are trying to resecure it. But the VS still have plenty of time to prepare for a push before they get threatened on Chimney Rock.
So again, we see what we saw earlier. You know, a couple of force multipliers on the point for TR, and the air to ground infantry slowly working away at them. And they're not going to be able to sustain this hold without some serious force multipliers or getting rid of the enemy force multipliers.
Seems like VS doesn't seem to be able to transition from the roof to the point from here. And the tier ladders are doing a good job at denying them any angle to get some kills on the ground. And the Scythe, I've seen the Scythe dying to the oh, I lost the name. The striker, is it? More and more VS on the roof, but it's not working out for them.
It's just a really nice ball, to be honest, at Skylance right now. TR holding on with everything that they can hold on with. And the Vanu just trying to exploit any angle which the TR just aren't looking at. Mainly the air angle, because the strikers seem to...
Yeah, they are managing to scare the PK away. But Arasa need to die though. And he's not... And he's exiting through the vehicle pad. Wow, like a boss. And the point is resecures. Do they have Chimney Rock?
So there's one person in that hex.
Oh, the point is beacon on Chimney Rock. There's no beacon though. And there's already an Arasor at Chimney Rock.
Oh, there's the beacon. Wait, yeah, there is a beacon for TR at
They
Chimney
need to
Rock.
redeploy right now. That
And
beacon
it's
is
dead.
dead. Oh god. Another TR is here. No,
Oh.
come on. Ah, no.
Oh.
VS is just once again quicker at the redeployment game, and they are already.
Oh, hang on. You say that, but look to the
I'm
forest.
seeing it. They must have a Sunny there.
Well, I mean, they have the forest Sunday, but there's so much presence of Vanu.
The Valkyrie is dying now. That's good. Now they need everyone to push. Oh, there's already the Harasser here. Denying anything.
Oh, the PPA! Oh,
that's
no!
not good to see. They did almost perfect, and now it's two Muscarians probably doesn't have enough. The TR defending it, and the point is
no
not sweeping though.
Skylance is holding, but
Still Max
by
on point.
one person.
I'm
Max is
seeing the
dead.
VS Arasa's inside the building now. Wait, is it? Yeah, point is flipping, and there's the Arasa won against the Max.
So that's timer now for TMNT at Skylance. 4 minutes to go for this cap. Can they, fix the issues that they had? I don't want to see them overextend again, because that's why they lost the cap initially, was the overextension, when really they should just let the air to ground and the harassers kill them.
There isn't a lot of
doorways.
VS on the point.
Oh, that's a slow transition from TMNT. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a much faster transition from them. I mean, the Valkyrie's coming in, but much slower than in the
TR is getting
first
control
half.
of the building again. I mean, there's still a lot of people on Chimney Rock, and TR is in control of it, of Tumas. So, I mean, if VS doesn't clean up properly Chimney Rock, they might have that Thunder issue again. Although I'm seeing Harasser on the forest, and I'm seeing TR in the point building in Chimney Rock. Oh ho! Where's the point? In 3 seconds, they are going to be able to flip the point on Chimney Rock. And they have the pop advantage right now in Chimney Rock. And the point has flipped. We have beacons from TR, but no no drop pod yet. The beacon is once again dead right off the bat. Wait, it's not dead, it was reused. And now it's dead again. They need that beacon. They need everyone as much as possible on the point. I mean, VS has already 3 RSS in the PPA round. Oh my god. The TR doesn't have any string of luck on that base. They need more, and VS is just better at it. And they're already pushing inside and cleaning that half a squad of people who at least had the good a good try more than before on Chimney Rock. But you know what this is doing? This is securing the tech plan for YLBT. I mean, even if TMNT managed to capture Thomas Kylons afterwards, they are definitely going to not have the time to capture Thomas. Not with 12 minutes left. I mean, it's technically possible, but the more time YLBT gain, the more points they're not going to lose on that match. And they seem to still have a strong hold on Chimney Rock, on Thomas Kylons too. I mean, VS is dropping right now, I'm seeing them, but not a whole lot of them. Hey, was still there? I'm seeing you transmitting, but I'm not seeing you, I'm not hearing you.
Microphone activated.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry, I have a cheap mic. Anyway, so it's nice to see that the YBT are putting up a little bit of a fight. Harasser coming in now for TR on the Skylance battery, but VS have just flipped it.
Yep, and they have a max inside, which they did not have previously.
Yeah, so the first time that TMNT had maxes on this base was with that Gal drop after they took Chimney Rock. This is, as you say, the first time now in a long while that they've had them, and already putting in a little bit of work, but no engineer. I say that, 2 engineers appear.
Well, Light Assault are doing the best they can to kill and everything, but yeah, you need Light Assault on Thomas Kylons, and they are doing... Your YLBT is at least doing the good job of having the Light Assault, which I've seen many teams not doing a good job at and failing to recapture the point when they could have Light Assault. So I'm quite happy to see them... I mean, they're behind TMNT, but they are doing a good job on many points too. So if they work out on transition and on the cheese, they definitely could do very well in the next matches.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, the tournament is progressing fast. I just hope that they use this as you said, as a learning experience. And they do have that burst max in the spawn with a couple of strikers. And wow, is that a TR Mozzie? It is a TR Mozzie. Ground pound.
Whoa! He's there. He exists.
He's about to get ganked by a scythe. There's a small air battle going on. Harasser for TMNT goes down.
Point is
Overextending
flipped
perhaps.
back by TR. And I'm not seeing VS alive on the point. So now TR will have another chance at Chimney Rock.
I've been really impressed by the TR's hold so far at Skylance Battery. After they were able to push that initial TMNT hold off, they really have held on really well, actually. Good use of the light assaults, as you say. I think that's the key thing. Like having those flanking beacons to the northwest and the southeast, opening up new angles to attack from. Vanu haven't hacked the infantry terminal in the I shape. That kind of seems like an oversight, right? Get a couple of maxes from there. Help you clear up the infantry.
I think
Maybe an over-reliance on harassers rather than maxes right now.
TR is getting back on the point as VS had a few people coming from the roof and reflipping the point before it was fully recapped. Do they have people on Chimney Rock? And no, they don't. They have. The point is flipping, and they have a beacon. Are they going to be able to do it? Do they have a Thunderer? I mean, the guy came in a flash.
I mean, well, regardless, at Skylance they have the point. They just grabbed it.
No.
Harassers inside,
that
infantry everywhere.
poor pre-capper having almost his job perfectly, and it was on point at the moment the base was flipped. I mean, it was resecured. Poor him. Oh, that
They
Arrow
are trying to push in through one doorway, and a harasser just ran 3 of them over. And then a scythe came in with PPA and just cleared them all up.
Yep.
But the TR
There are
making
8
a little
minutes
bit of
remaining,
headway.
guys. There are 8 minutes remaining.
8 minutes left, so no tech plant can be taken, but Skylance or Chimney Rock still up for grabs. Point for either side.
That match is not one-sided at all. I really like it. Even if the teams are not on the same level, they are still fighting tooth and nail, both of them. This isn't an easy victory at all for TMNT.
So I mean, certainly the first half was a little bit, bit of a stomp, but Skylance Battery is a difficult base to attack, but also, you know, like I say, when you don't have the air control, really difficult to hold on to, and well, YLBT don't have the air control, but nonetheless, they've persevered and they've managed to hold on.
Yeah, they're doing a good job despite. I mean, we've said that Thomas Cannons was easier to attack than Chimney Rock, but YLBT is showing that it's not that easy to attack it, even if you don't have the ESS and the RSS on the building or stuff like that. But they are managing to push back TMNT and get back on the point, and they saved the base so far, and they can do it still for the next 8 minutes as long as they are keeping the good work.
Well, I would argue that I think TMNT, you know, right now I see 10 plus Vanu outside of the point dead because they've overextended once again. And that's what's really weakening their hold. You know, and the harassers are hiding around the rear of the building because now all the infantry's dead. You know, they can't have a lot of impact. And TR have completely secured the point. You know, okay, if you're going to push out like that, you got to realize that your force multipliers with the harassers won't be able to help you as much, because otherwise they're just going to run you over. So for me, I would argue that YLBT have really taken advantage of the weaknesses of the TMNT attack at this base really well, and they've exploited them.
TMNT is fighting against inside the building again, but they are not flipping the point for now. And that's still a long capture timer for them if they do so, and I think TR is pushing them out of the balcony. And we have finally a TR harasser inside the building, inside the base. And it's a worker one. Oh no, it's a rancher actually.
Oh, and then he runs over his teammate. Oh no, you hate to see it. But hey, at least they have a bit of anti-air.
Yeah, and I'm seeing the strikers and the burster max from the spawn room. The scythes are not having an easy job here.
So 0345 has just been standing there probably for like the last 10 or 20 minutes, just bursting away at all these aircraft, doing a really solid job.
VS is trying to get control of the point again, but
5 minutes remaining.
4 minutes remaining.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5, yes. And the real call is the 4 minutes one, because it's going to seal the fate of Thomas Cannons. Really good second half by YLBT. I'm really impressed. They improved the transition a bit on Chimney Rock, and they definitely are holding really well on Thomas Cannons.
It is certainly a really nice hold, as I say, right there. They're really exploiting the weaknesses of the TMNT hold. I wonder now if they're gonna be able to get it. Looks like the TR trying to push in with a max.
Yep,
Cross the open ground.
that's not going to. Oh, he's already midlife and he haven't even started shooting at anything. Oh, and he's dead.
Yeah, but he did get really far in, and now the TR infantry pushing in behind him with the lights up coming in from the top.
That's Fury Russell
Cutting
kill
down
there.
some of the TMNT players.
There's still 2 minutes 30, so I mean, one push failing is not the worst thing in the world. But pushing with unsupported maxis might not be. TR need to do it. Like they need to get control of the roof again. I think. Few light assault shooting anything.
Just
Standing.
as you say that, 2 TR heavies drop podded straight onto the roof, and are joined by a TR light assault as another push is building on the northwest side.
Yeah, that push is building, and the TR on the roof are going to support it very well with angles to cover them. So I think it's might be another re-defense for
Again, where is the PPA? Okay, the PPA is here, but just too late. They need to be shooting that roof more and stopping that push.
Anti-air game is quite strong on the by YLBT, so I'm not surprised if the Scythes are not really happy to get near the base and rather be infantry on the ground to help. Or maybe just PP aerosols. The point is still in TR hands, even if TR VS is trying to push, but they are staying only on one door. That's not good. They need to split push, especially with that aerosol with taking a lot of space and angles. There's only 2 minutes left, so I think it's safe. I think Thomas Kylant is safe. I'm not hearing you again. Point is sweeping, but I think with only
there's not
2
enough
minutes.
time.
Yeah, 2 minutes is good. Really good second half by YLBT. I think it's really good that they managed to probably trigger a few things, like maybe lowering the nanite of some TMNT players with that hold on Chimney at the start, and I don't know. One good wipe killing RSR and getting good anti-air, and that's the way you change a 3-0 from to a 1-0.
Yep, certainly. They held on really well, I think. Kind of interested to hear whether or not the TMNT guys put all 24 people on point at any one time, because it seemed to me like the TR infantry always outnumbered the VS infantry. Now maybe that's because the harassers were driving to the base or had been destroyed.
1 minute remaining.
But it just seemed like the TR had a little bit more oomph than the Vanu at Skylance.
Could be. It's always something you have to take into consideration, because you might have as many scythes and vehicles on the ground as you want. At some point you need to get on the point with infantry, and if you don't have enough, it's not going to work. So you need your cheese to be extremely efficient against the infantry, otherwise infantry battle is going to go in favor of the one with the more bodies on the ground. And as we see the end of the match, it's only 15 seconds left. Even if nothing matters, they are still fighting really hard, and that Arasor is still trying to ram as many as people as he can. But the battle is long. What kind of Arasor Tiapol? I haven't seen that.
Right, match end. GG to TMNT for winning this match.
So it's a 4-0. We are going to bring
4-0 victory for TMNT. GG.
The team captains here. I'm going to ask them.
Sounds good. An entertaining match, both sides, I think. Plenty of everything for everyone. That tech plant assault by TMNT, that was textbook. Yeah, that was really well done.
That was really well done. That's where you see the training work. And that's maybe why they are, ahead in the tournament, because they have been practicing for sure, and they have been training that kind of conditions. That's what puts you ahead.
Yeah. So with this, that's they now have more points than WFAT, but they've also played another game.
Yeah. And I think we have a WFAT match today, this week. No, actually, no, it's
The team captains, please join waiting for the interview channel. The team captains, please join waiting for the interview channel.
Yeah, WFAT isn't for a while. I don't think. I think it's next weekend. I think the 23rd. Yeah.
Yep, they are against Demp, and TMNT is not playing next week. I don't think so. Let's see if we can pull the team captains. I think German Mango seems to be one. Montog is going to have the interviewee. Okay, not actually.
Congratulations to Veli12 for winning the giveaway.
Here is one.
User was moved to your channel.
Here is two.
User was moved to your channel.
You need to move in the channel because I cannot move you.
Channel switched.
Hello.
Hello. So Motong should come here soon. I hope so, at least.
Insufficient
I cannot move him
permissions.
because he's PABC senior staff.
Insufficient permissions.
God.
User joined your channel.
Here he goes. So congratulations to TMNT, a really good match. I have to say congratulations to YLBT too. It was a really impressive second round. That hold on Thomas Skylines. We were talking at the break how Thomas Skylines was easier to attack than Chimney Rock when you had the air advantage, and despite that, you managed to hold on Thomas Skylines pretty well. How do you think it worked for you, Motong?
Still see some lack on vehicles, I have to say, but the result is much better than I expected, actually. I thought it would be a 6-0 or something.
Yeah, that was pretty good to see you on the second one resisting a lot more. TMNT, we were really impressed by your transition, especially on the tech plant. Did you train a lot for those transitions, or is it something that happened naturally with your team?
Yeah, I think so. Nothing we've trained specifically, no. It's just stuff we're used to doing on live also, so both of us. So yeah. I think that's it.
I have to say also, Moton, congratulations for your outfit for victory. It was quite interesting to cast. Did you think it morale boosted your teams for the LaneSmash or not?
Honestly, we don't think that's really much.
Okay.
The improvement you can see in the outfit world is due to we attend LaneSmash, I have to say.
Okay, that's really interesting. Then.
Yeah, the LaneSmash helps a lot to learn something that we used not even to think of. Yeah, and I have to say it's a great help.
Okay, well, we were like both matches have been really interesting to cast. Maybe do you have any question, Dibness?
Yeah, my question first to TMNT is, what do you think went wrong at Thomas Skylance Battery?
Well, it's hard to tell from my side. Mongo?
It is hard to tell, actually. We try to get on the point, we try to flank the enemies, we try to slow them down, but it didn't really work. We were just constantly coming from the main spawn and just so coordinated on one side that, yeah, we had a really hard time breaking your cluster of people. We had a lack on boss multipliers, I'd say. In this situation, we just had like the infantry squad, and the rest supposed to play force multipliers. We were kind of lagging. They couldn't do the job as well as they could do it on the other bases. We definitely felt that in the infantry squad. Yeah, but mostly it was hard to coordinate and hard to organize, even in the infantry squad, to be able to switch positions, switch targets, switch comms when the enemy team would do something or break through something that actually surprised us in the infantry squad, and yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
pretty good hold, pretty good save from YLBT.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, right. Congratulations to both of you. It was a really good match, and good luck in the incoming matches of the tournaments. For our viewers, we are next going to cast, which I think will be Outfit Wars at 18 UTC, the Miller and the Cobalt Gold matches, and then afterwards the Silver and the Bronze matches on different channels. You can find, I posted it on several subreddit, the timers and who is going to cast it on which channel. Hope you are all going to join us and have a look at it. I'm going to personally cast the Miller Gold and Bronze with Farah and PSB2. So I hope everything will you will keep watching us for the rest of the day, because we have everything until the Conway matches, which will be pretty late in the match for us, but in the night for us. But you will have plenty of content today. So again, thank you for watching.